Well, hello, VMH family. I have got a rock star, superstar here, Angie. She's our certified diabetes educator. Well, hello, Angie, and welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, let us get to know you a little bit, okay?
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about you, how long you've been at VMH, and what got you working in healthcare.
Yeah, I think most people probably know me. I've been around here for a little bit.
A little bit?
22 years,
Wow.
actually. I know I joke with people and I tell them that I started working here when I was 12, but I was actually, I think, 20 or 21 years old. I got into healthcare. I knew I wanted to do something with healthcare. I wasn't sure what, and I actually switched my major when I was a year through college at Winona State University. I wanted to be a lab tech.
Okay.
And actually that was my very first gig here at VMH. I started working in the lab as a phlebotomist.
Mhm.
I learned how to draw blood up in Winona, Minnesota actually that was my first job probably.
Mhm.
Learned how to draw blood. I knew some people that worked in the lab. They needed help over Christmas break, summer break, so this was my hometown.
Okay.
Didn't even really know there was a hospital here until that point, to be honest. We were fortunate we didn't need it very often when I was young. But I started working here in the lab and decided I really liked drawing blood. I liked being with the patient. Didn't like being back in the lab as much, so I decided why not be a nurse? So I switched my major. Luckily, Winona State had that major and it was a good program. So I switched to nursing and it was a 5-year plan rather than a 4, but that was okay. College is a lot of fun, right?
Right.
So just stay a year longer, oh well. So I continued working in lab through my college days, got my nursing degree done in 2005. I started working here also through college as a CNA, so I got acquainted with the nursing staff. And when I graduated, I still had zero intentions of working here. I don't know why, I can't really say why, it just wasn't in my head as where I was going to be. But I never left a shift as a CNA without nurses telling me thank you.
Mhm.
And thank you for my help. They appreciated my help. They appreciated that I was here. So I just decided, why would I leave here?
Mhm.
So I started my nursing career here then in 2005. And I worked on med-surg for 12 to 15 years. And then I had an opportunity to be involved with diabetes education.
Mhm.
So I did that about 7 or 8 years ago, and
Mhm.
I've loved every second of that.
Well, I think you must have been reading my questions because my next question
Did
was.
I answer it already?
Well, you did a great job. My follow-up question was going to be, well, why have you wanted to stay at VMH for 22 years?
Yeah,
So-
I think there's a lot of reasons. I just have not ever really had a big reason to leave here.
Mhm.
It's the people, it's the patients for sure that I get to work with. It's my coworkers, it's the providers that I get to work with.
Mhm.
I honestly think our providers are very great providers, and they're easy enough for us to work with as well. So
Fantastic.
I just think it's a pretty good place to be.
Well, I would agree. So talking about that, do you have any special certifications or do you specialize in any specific areas? And since I said your title, I think we know what they are, but go ahead and tell us.
So I have my registered nurse, and then I also got my bachelor's degree at the same time. I always joke that I was lucky that Winona State had that program, and I just got it done because I didn't really see myself going back to school after I was done. But now as an adult, I could foresee myself going back to school and pursuing a career maybe in something more, just because I just think after being in healthcare, how exciting to learn more and
Right.
to keep learning. And that is the one really good thing about healthcare is we're always learning. It's changing all the time and it's getting better. Diabetes care is getting better. So I did get my certified diabetes educator degree back in 2017. And so that's been a lot of fun too, and just keeping up with the changes with that diabetes certification and taking the best possible care of patients.
That is awesome. Okay, serious question here.
Yeah.
Is a hot dog a sandwich and is cereal a soup?
Yes, for the hot dog.
Okay.
No, for the soup.
Ah,
Who came up with that?
I don't know. It's a great question though.
No, I would never think of cereal as a soup.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
But hot dog is a sandwich.
so
Yeah.
far we're 2 for 2 on the hot dog and
Okay.
0 for 2 because
Okay.
Britt, our
She
first
agreed.
person, agreed with you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get somebody to say
Yeah.
cereal's
What do you
soup.
think?
I do believe cereal
Really?
is a soup.
Just a
Yes.
cold soup.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right.
Okay, if you were to give your 12-year-old self some advice,
Oh.
what would it be?
don't just assume you know where you're going to end up, because like I said, I was not going to end up here. I really wasn't. And here I am, and I've loved every minute of it. Most of it.
Well, there's always challenging times.
There's always challenging times, yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's how we respond to those challenging times.
Yeah.
What we do differently. Rules change. You said before about, things happen. And if you don't like change, healthcare is not the place for you.
Absolutely not.
Right?
No.
Okay, serious question.
Okay.
How long would you survive a zombie apocalypse?
I heard you ask Britt this.
I did.
I was hoping if I ever got the shot at this, I think I'd do pretty darn well.
See, Britt wouldn't last very long.
I would. And honestly, over a few drinks, some friends and I have developed, we have a plan.
All right, let's hear it.
We have select players in this plan. It's called the commune. And I mean, I can grow vegetables. I have a big garden. Bob and I have some cattle. We have chickens. We grow a lot of our own food already.
All right.
I know how to make butter out of milk.
Okay.
So I think I do okay for a little bit.
All right.
And I have watched The Walking Dead.
Okay, you've heard it here.
Yeah.
Join the commune if we get attacked by the...
Selective.
Selective.
Not everybody can be
That's right,
commune.
that's right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, you have to have skills. Select all your skills.
I love it.
Taking applications. Yeah.
If you could do one other job here at VMH, what job would it be?
I think I have the best job here at VMH, to be honest. Back when I was in nursing, I always thought, in the lab, I thought, I want to be a radiology tech because I didn't have to poke people and hurt people. But now I think I've got the best job here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotta love what you do.
Yeah, I do.
What's one piece of advice you would give to somebody just getting into the healthcare field, no matter what field it was?
I think you nailed it in saying just be ready for change, because there's always change for sure. And I think another good lesson is even with college, how I decided to change my mind. Like with healthcare, there's so many different avenues. With nursing, oh my gosh, it's endless, the opportunities that you can have, and you can live anywhere and you can do anything. So I think pursuing a nursing degree is a no-brainer. There's something you're going to find that you like. And if you don't like it, then you switch and you do something different.
We tell this to new hires all the time that come to VMH, and I love saying this during orientation. You're on the right bus.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes during this adventure, we call life, you may change different seats on the bus, and we hope that you do. Right? But you're on the right bus. And it was interesting to hear your journey and where you started and where you're at now. All you did is change seats on the bus, but you're still on the bus. Right? So that's awesome.
Yeah, I just think the different opportunities working in OB, ER, med-surg, lab, I've gotten a lot of different opportunities here, and it's all been fun.
Right.
It's all been a learning experience for sure.
If you could change one thing about the healthcare industry right now, what would it be?
I wish insurance didn't dictate everything, and I think Britt made a comment about that too, but it's so true. Like if I have an idea of a certain medication that I feel like would most benefit a patient, I don't want insurance to tell me no, and it bugs me that they can sometimes. I also wish Medicare better served people and the VA better served people too. I just think people get into Medicare thinking they're gonna have it made. Everything's going to be paid for, and with certain really good diabetes medications, it's a struggle for them to afford them for sure. So luckily, I've got some tricks up my sleeve.
There you go.
I've learned the tricks of the trade. I can help people.
Yeah. Well, insurance, I mean, it changes all the time.
Yeah.
And Blue Cross Blue Shield really does dictate a lot of things here in Iowa, which is much different than in many states. So, all right, Mike is giving us a 2-minute warning. All right, who has the better job, you or Bob?
Well, he gets to go on vacation during Epic. He doesn't have any blackout days. So I think it depends on the time. But he knew I love my job here, and I guess he wanted to just join me. So about 5 years ago, he jumped on board at VMH too. So
it is a family business here, isn't it? All right.
Yeah.
Okay, last question. What is one common myth about your job or industry you want to clear up?
I guess the myth that I'm thinking of is more directed with patients. I feel like patients, when they get referred to me, they get nervous about it. They're like, this lady's going to tell me what I can do, what I can't do, but it's my job to work with them and decide what's going to best help their whole lifestyle and their whole plan of care to best serve them. So it's my job to advocate for people and to support people in this journey, not to wag my finger and tell them they're doing things wrong. And I think most patients have really learn they could be comfortable with me, and they contact me when they're struggling and having problems rather than waiting for a doctor to tell them to call me, you know.
Right.
So I think that's kind of the biggest thing is just building those relationships and knowing that I have their trust maybe for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 22 years, hot dog is a sandwich, cereal is not a soup. You have a better job than Bob, and you definitely could survive a zombie apocalypse for a while with select friends.
Yeah, you got to have the right players.
All right, and
Yeah.
we all really struggle with insurance
We do.
and have a positive attitude.
That's probably the one thing that might not change in
I
healthcare.
don't think so.
Is insurance is always a
All right.
challenge, but
Hey,
Yeah.
thank you so much, Angie. This has been an absolute pleasure. Any last minute advice for the world?
no, but I really appreciate you wanted to dress like me
Hey,
today.
hey. Well, yeah, my favorite
mean,
color is blue, by the way.
Yeah, but
you know why?
same shirts for this.
Yes, yes.
That's quite
Hey,
the occasion.
yep. Today was
And
the
we
party
didn't even
day.
plan it for very long.
Yes,
so,
this is awesome.
yeah,
This is
worked out
awesome.
well.
Hey, I want to give a big thanks to Mike, the all-around coolest guy on campus. Thanks, Mike, for taking care of us and on our podcast. I want to thank Angie for taking time out of her day to come and spend some time with me. And I hope you guys had fun getting to know Angie a little bit better. So until next time, my VMH family, thank you, everybody, and have a wonderful day.
Bye-bye.
Your best behavior, turn